Hi, good morning, everyone. Been very busy here. Lots been happening. Some things we just can't explain. In the last few days, we'll say week, we've lost 4 chickens. It's been pretty hot, and in that chicken coop, that's where I found them. They seem to have nothing wrong with their bodies that I can see. Um, it just got too hot. They went up there to lay an egg, and they died. It's been cleaned thoroughly every time this has happened. But yesterday, there was a bird laying an egg down in the lower half, which is not uncommon for her. That's where she normally does it. I noticed that she started laying on her side. So I went to go pick her up and found out, her little innards in her back, she was pushing so hard, she pushed them out. So I did everything that was recommended to me to save her, and she still perished. So we're a little concerned about that. Then we noticed that the eggs were not being laid in the chicken coop. So we're going, it must be too hot, or that snake one time just scared them to the point where they wasn't going back. And that's common too. So we're going to talk about this a little more. All right, so this is where it gets complicated. I have found 4 birds sleeping at nighttime underneath my worktop and on nest. So there's possibility now they're all broody. I had 18 girls. 18 girls is all I needed for my small egg business, because 18 birds lay a lot. Now my birds are not young birds, okay? They have been around a while. So this is why. Oh, guys, we gotta clean this today. This is why. And here they are. There they are. Yeah, the ones I got from Tractor Supply. This is why we were going to bring some young birds into the flock, because every summer 1 or 2 become broody, and they have them in an area I don't know about, and then nature takes its course and something gets them, because mom won't let me protect them. The 2 that I do have, they're still out there with their mom. I thought maybe mom had did it to the other 3, but the other day, it's been a busy week, that snake came back and found a little hole. And when I said, she started screaming, so I walked over there and I grabbed that snake by its tail and I yanked it out through that wire, which probably didn't feel too good, that snake. And of course, I swung him and he went up one of the pecan trees. Well, I haven't seen him come back down, but I did make the enclosure smaller and tightened it up with the metal cloth, as some people call it. And it's a smaller space for them, that's fine. I'm going to have to be working on a chicken coop of sorts to be able to put these babies in, because they're getting big, as you can see, and they probably should be outside at this point. I'm not sure if I want them to go back into the red chicken coop with everything that's been happening in the last 7 days. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the babies. Yeah, they're getting big. They're getting big. See, once this gets wet, regardless what it gets wet, it turns into sand and smells like apples. So, yeah. It's designed for rabbits, birds, small, things you keep around the house. This tiny little pets, lizards, it's safe. So, what is that? So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this cleaned out for today. And we're going to move on to the next project before it gets really hot. Then it's supposed to get hot again. Now, the next thing we want to talk about is we had our truck F50 Super Duty. We were thinking about trading it in because we didn't need a truck that big. Well, in the meantime, my Ford Edge, the engine light came on. We all know about 3 days before the hurricane, some mechanism in my engine went bad and it wasn't covered in a warranty. And it cost a lot, like about $2,000. We'll say more, but $2,000 sounds good to have it fixed. Well, that September, it's been, wow. It's this September will be a year. Nothing else should be going wrong with that car. So the light came on, we diagnosed it, checked it out, and it was actually the electronic brain, as it says. The car starts acting funny, little things like the key bob stops working properly, or incidents with the key bob not working. It's a sign. So I called it car dementia, and everyone thought that was funny. I didn't. Now, it would have cost, with service and the part, over $1,000 to fix. Not to say I wouldn't pay it, but my next thought was, okay, two things, not even a year, major things. What else would go wrong with this car? This car is a 2018, okay? This car didn't even have 50,000 miles on it. Nothing should be going wrong with this car. So we took the truck and the car and we traded in. They were overjoyed because the truck didn't even have 50,000 miles on it. And it's a nice truck. And we downsized one for me to have a car or a daily driver and a truck. Now y'all are going to say a Maverick? Maverick's not a truck. Well, this fits all my needs. You know, because I used to go to the feed store, put all that feed in the back of my SUV. So this will fit all my needs, guys. I'll show you the truck later. It's not a priority, but it's nice to have. So there's been a lot going on in the last 7 days. And I'm tired. Physically, emotionally. It's just crazy. And some people still ask me, how did you get that name? Oh, I do not believe I have any on my dash, on my security cameras, but I'll look anyway. Sylvia figured out how to get the new gate open with her horns. So now we have to put a lock on it. Yeah, a lock. Big old combo lock. Isn't that sweet? I thought you might think so. So, but when I came outside, they all looked at me and ran back into the pasture. They knew they weren't supposed to be in that front of the house, which is an acre. It would be nice if it was fenced off. I wouldn't mind letting them in there time to time. But, so, the day just gets better and better. So, this is just a quick update. I will have some videos for you all today. But I need to get this cleaned out. And I need to go check on other things this morning. I'm just hoping. Today is Friday. The week is coming to an end. And next week will just be better. So, what can I say? Things happen. But